So welcome back to Jokkmokk. This time I'm south of Jokkmokk and I'm canoeing and hiking in an area that's called Kronogård Nature Reserve. This area is 5,000 acres and this is also connected with another area that is 150,000 acres. And this is actually connected all the way to the mountain and connected up to Sarek National Park and all that. So it's a huge area that you actually can travel through without meeting people. So I would say that it's less people here than it is in Sarek National Park. It's many small lakes, a lot of nice forest, a lot of places like this where you can camp, and I also have fishing license for the area, so now I can go fishing also. That's lovely. We will see if this is an area that I will recommend you to go to or not. Maybe it's better to go with the pack raft. The canoe should definitely be very lightweight. Kronogård is actually famous because it's a lot of good fishing here. It is trout, it is Arctic char, and it is perch, and I don't know if it's pike, and it's also rainbow forel, but I'm not so interested in that. I'm more interested in the natural fishes that we have here. I'm putting up my fishing rod. I use very lightweight equipment, and I like this telescopic rods, and this rod I bought because a friend, Johan Gertner, told me that this was a good rod. So it's expensive to have friends that tell you what you should have. Really expensive. I learned from another friend, Mikke and Melly, you find them on Instagram. They told me that if there is something you want, don't buy it directly. Don't make the impulse thing. You put it on a wish list, and then when it's Black Friday or when it's sales and things like that, then you're searching for it. If you still during Black Friday want a new fishing rod and you find it for a good price, then you should buy it. Maybe it was just an impulse that you wanted a new fishing rod, and then you should not buy a fishing rod. Then you should use your money for something else. My fishing equipment, this is my box with lures. I don't have a big box with a lot of things with me out here. So right now I try to keep it simple, because otherwise you will just stand and choose. And it's better to keep it simple and actually put it into the water. They have planted fish here since 1970, 60, 80, I don't know. And I don't know actually if they know today where they have planted fish and when they have planted fish. And I think that you still can find small lakes somewhere that not so much people are fishing, but where someone has dropped some kind of fish. Now we'll see what happened here. Is it the wrong hook? Is it the wrong place? Do I fishing with the wrong speed? I don't know. They have been totally not interested in my lure at all, and I have seen two of this size swimming around here. One little bit smaller and one little bit bigger, so I'm a little bit frustrated. Yeah, maybe I should put the canoe back. It's 4:30. Maybe I continue paddling for a while and going over this lake and carry over to next lake and then finding a camp spot.
There's a lot of colors, I don't know where to go. See a lot of colors, only feeling blue. There's a lot of colors, lost within a haze. Don't rely on others to get you through the maze. The dreams are not the same for me. Standing by the shore while you're on the open sea. Cannot take this anymore. Drowning in the sea. There's too many voices talking back at me. There are a lot of choices waiting to be made. Too many choices making me afraid. Dreams are not the same for me. Standing by the shore while you're on the open sea.
Back in the canoe.
Standing by the shore.
Here is much more steep uphill. to land. Ja, varsågod Annie. Ja, varsågod. Good. I just got a message from Stina and she texts me that it's 30 degrees plus down in Jokkmokk. I've been into the water with my head and this is too warm. Oh. When it's warm like this, at least I don't get hungry. I just try to avoid everything or actually survive until it gets a little bit colder and then I maybe can have dinner. My idea now is to send up the drone and just take a look and see if we can film something. Yeah, we made it. So just when the sun set down, the temperature dropped a little bit and now the mosquitoes come. They are really, really terrible. From almost nothing, I was flying the drone and now it's all over the place. Even Annie don't like it. So now I want to get rid of the mosquitoes. And then I'm going to use, you know, the thermocell that everybody uses with gas and the tablet, but I got one from Nightcore and this is electric. So you charge it with a solar panel or you charge it with a power bank. This one have two things. One is that it's kind of ultrasonic and that scares away mice and snakes. Maybe not so useful up here. I don't know if it works actually. But the other part is that this one gets hot, the thing here, and then you put one of these tablets there. And then it gives some smoke that the mosquito don't like. We have used the thermocell for a long time and they are good. The gas is quite expensive, so see how it. Of course, we can discuss this because it is not environmental friendly. It's not vitamins for the insects, but the other stuff you put on your skin is not either vitamins for the insects. So whatever you do, it's no vitamins for the insects. And I don't want to feed the mosquito. So I'm going to use this, and then I'm going to make some tea and fish a little bit more. Whoops, I got the fish. It's a small one. It's a really tiny one. No. Yeah, it's a really tiny one. It went around a tree, so we had to put it back. It is, you can see what it is. Wet the hand first. And so now we actually have all three different kind of mosquitoes. We have the mosquito, and then we have the black fly, the small black one, and then we have a super tiny one, really tiny. I had to switch the tablet because the one I put first was old or bad or something, I don't know. So I had to switch it because it was still mosquitoes here. But I think now it's actually a little bit less, so that's great. Now it's maybe time for a cup of tea. It's nice to sit here looking at the map, thinking about what to do tomorrow. Just enjoying. It's many small lakes in this area. This is what they call dead ice area. I don't know if you understand what it is, but when it had been ice age here, you know, and when the ice pulled away from here, it was ice left, and also ice with this material on top of the ice. So this is dead ice something area. I write it down here if I find the English name. And then you usually have terrain like this, dry small hills, super nice dry hills, small deep lakes, usually very good fishing in them. And like here in this lake there is Arctic char. I catch one and I've seen it. In another lake earlier I could see a trout, a half-meter trout swimming, passing by, and one a little bit smaller. And then on another lake there was a perch. So it is different fish in different lakes. and some of them are natural and some is planted. This area have been used as space rocket launching something. In 1961, 62 and 63 they launched rockets here. You can find it on YouTube if you want. Black and white videos. But they launch rockets because sometimes you have clouds in the night that it's shining, and they want to see what kind of cloud is it. So they send a rocket up and measure things. I don't know. I think the first rocket they sent away, I read that they made a miscalculation. They didn't put a transmitter or something on the rocket, so they actually didn't find it. And at that time, if you looked out in the world, we hadn't put a man on the moon yet. And the Russians had just put a person out in space. So US, everybody was all into the space program. Everybody wanna be better than Russia. So then they started this project here, and they actually cooperate with US after a while. Now they have moved this space center up to Kiruna, and it's called S-Range. What was that? There was something up there. I can hear something walking up there. Probably a reindeer or a moose. There is brown bears here also, but they move really, really, really silent. Really silent. Now when we talk about brown bear, it was actually in the area south of here, in the military area, where one man was killed by a brown bear 20 years ago, something like that. But it was the autumn, and he was with a rifle. So he had shot on the brown bear first. Probably the brown bear made an attack to him or something like that, and they can do attacks without attacking you, just scaring you. And if you have a rifle, then you maybe shoot. And if you shoot and don't kill it directly, then you are in trouble. One nature photographer from 1980s, Edwin Nilsson, he made a lot of photos from Sarek National Park. He always said that the brown bear only attack people with rifle. And it is super, super, super rare that they actually attack someone without a rifle or make harm to someone without a rifle. I'm actually not afraid. I wouldn't feel comfortable if a brown bear passed by here, of course, but to be afraid is totally not necessary. And that's the same with if there is a wolf here, if it's a wolverine, if it's lynx, no problem. Really, really no problem. They don't want to go to you. Now it's 15 minutes after 11. I catch 2 fishes and I had to kill them because the hook was so bad. But then I have breakfast for tomorrow. I will boil the fish. Tomorrow I also going to decide if I'm going continue in or if we start doing a loop back. We have 2 more days until we need to be home, so this super big trout that I saw in one of the lake, I wanna go back and see if I can catch it, of course. So I have a new sleeping bag from Sea to Summit. I bought it last autumn during Black Friday, of course. But as you see, the down is not spread out all over, and it haven't been wet. It haven't been moisture at all. So I don't really think it's good. I'm a little bit disappointed actually. Or should it be like that? What do you think? Right now we have whooper swan just outside the tent. I don't know if you call it whooper swan or singing swan, but they are usually very, very shy, and it's only one out here now on the water, eating a little bit and swimming around. They usually live in couples, so I don't know why it's alone. Maybe the other one is taking care of the eggs. I don't know. And I've been filming it for a while, but now I want to go to bed, so I think I leave the bird there alone. Good morning. It's not super hot and the night has been so nice. I've been sleeping so well. Now I'm boiling my fish and made some coffee while I'm waiting for the fish. A technique I use is that I boil the fish first to let it start boiling, and then I put it off. Then I save gas. I would prefer to make a fire and fry it over the fire, but it's so dry here, so it's not forbidden to make fire now, but at this place I would not make fire. This is also good. more or less ready to go. Apples are good. If we bring bananas, they get destroyed. If you bring apple, they stay for a week. Something like that. But it's no lightweight food. So now I starting to figure out a new plan where to go, and the loop that I was planned to do, I make it shorter and a little bit different. It's so many lakes here, so it's actually no matter where you go. I make it a little bit shorter now because it's so warm, and then I'm not here for proving anything. I'm just here for enjoying fishing and having a nice time and filming, so I don't need to do a super long loop. Maybe I'll back in the autumn and make the longer loop then. We will see. We arrived to the next small lake and we continue that direction to next one. You can already see next lake over there. There is kind of old trees here and dead trees, kind of natural forest. Really beautiful, really beautiful. Now I just stopped here for a while and will make some coffee. So if you look at an old fireplace like this, it's almost gone, and even if it's gone, you find these small pieces of aluminium and plastic. There have been an idiot here also. They will not go away. Aluminium not burning in a normal fire. So don't throw aluminium in the fire, please. Now I've been sitting here 1-2 hours, drinking coffee, drinking tea, drinking water and eating a little bit. And it's so warm, so I actually feel that even if I've been drinking so much, I get a little bit of a headache. Not bad, but it's really warm. I think it's like yesterday when it was 30 degrees. Look here, the cheese is melted. That's the same with the chocolate. I could make a pizza straight in the sun almost. Oh. Now it's time to continue this tour, having an apple. Ready to go to next lake. So now we arrived to the next portage, and this time there is a snowmobile trail here that I can use. Maybe 100 meters to next lake, so it's not long distance. This time I will not pull the canoe, I will carry the canoe. So then I actually add oak on the canoe seat. I made that oak by myself, and I find a description somewhere. So then it's more easier, nicer to carry the canoe. So first one time with equipment, and then one time with the canoe. See, this oak is actually made so it's coming like this on my shoulders, and then you have, this is better for you when you carry. I connect it here in the canoe, and then I have some of these strings here. Now I don't make it super serious. If I carry long distance, then I attach it a little bit more serious. but this time it's only a short one. So now I'm back on the lake where I passed by yesterday. So now the circle is closed and I actually start searching for a camp spot now. I almost know where I want to camp, so we're going there. Warm, it's calm, almost no mosquitoes. The mosquito come when the sun sets down as normally, but it's really, really lovely. A little bit like a paradise. Now it's time to arrange the camp with the tent and everything. So when you're leaving air mat like this in the tent, don't fill it too much. Because when the sun is shining on the tent, especially if the tent is a little bit more dark color, it will be very hot. And then the air in the mat will expand and the mat will pop. So pasta, pesto made of sun-dried tomato and cheese. And the normal pesto with basilica is much better. This is okay, but not like the normal one. Now I think it's time for me to go to bed. I've been eating and drinking a lot of water today, but it's really hard in the sun like this when you're working and carry canoe and all that. It have probably been 30 degrees Celsius plus today in the sun. So the temperature start dropping now, and the night is really cold and nice, chill and nice, not cold, it's still warm. I have some mosquitoes in the tent that I need to take out, and yeah, let's go into the tent. So now I think I've killed all the mosquitoes, but there is some blood spots on the tent. Otherwise, not a single mosquito. It is a new day, and
There's a lot of colors.
I need some coffee.
See a lot of colors. Only feeling blue. There's a lot of colors lost within a haze.
During the night, Annie wanted to go out peeing, and she stepped on the stove. So now it looks like
To get you through the
this.
The dreams are not the same for me. Standing by the shore while you're on the open sea. Cannot take this anymore. There are a lot of voices drowning in the sea. There's too many voices talking back at me. There are a lot of
So having this kind of slow start of the morning with coffee and just relaxing is really, really lovely. That's the advantage of not planning tours with too long distance, when you actually have time to just enjoy. This is a really lovely area, and Kronogård, and I definitely are going to come back here. There is very nice trails also for mountain biking in this area, so maybe a tour with a mountain bike. But pack raft and canoe, I think that's the really best.
The dreams are not the same for me. Standing by the shore while you're on the open sea.
This has been a great tour in a super beautiful area, and I definitely going to come back here later on, maybe early in the season or late in the season. If you like this video, give a thumb up, subscribe, leave a comment if there is something you want to know, and see you next video. Ciao!